Alright guys, welcome back. In this video we're going to be playing some Bullet King of the Hill Arena. So in this one, again, remember we need to try to get our king to one of the four middle squares. And let's see how it goes. Probably have time for maybe like 5 games or so. So we'll see how things go. Interesting. Not sure exactly how we want to play some of our openings here. Pretty decent control over the center, so that's good. Some of these people play some crazy things. Make sure that we hold some of these center squares. This is just nuts. My opponent might try to take this square. Playing queen e3. Should be pretty good. Tricking people into thinking that we're going to bring our king to the center, but we're actually not. We're just going to pick them off and prevent them from getting their king into the center. Should be good enough. Definitely really important to make sure that we hold some squares that we need and make sure that nothing crazy happens here. Okay. Actually, this doesn't look very good for me. It looks like my opponent should be able to hold me. Yeah, this is not good. Yeah, and then he's going to do the same thing to us that we were doing to the other people in the past. That's not good. Okay, so he made us think a little bit too much, and that cost us. It's kind of silly. think against this opponent it's probably important to just play as fast as possible. Get this one over with. Okay. I think gambits in this game type are actually pretty strong. Trying to open up the center, especially with the white pieces. Seems like a pretty reasonable idea. Oh there, buddy. You just don't even need a queen anymore. Okay. Interesting. Now that opening is probably not quite right. But I think I actually do like this position for black. Seems actually pretty reasonable. Okay, so he's able to pop out of that choke that I had him in. It's unfortunate. I think having the two bishops here and my king is a little bit more open seems to be pretty darn good. This square is hard to control. Maybe have to try f4, and then I'm gonna still make sure that my opponent has a big problem. It's pretty much indefensible. So this trap, I've featured this on my channel, the knight takes e4 idea. So if he were to take, then I would use the center fork trick. And this other variation is probably pretty good for black when he decides to capture here, because it helps my king get closer towards the center. So yeah, probably though if he just accepted this, then yeah, maybe it would have been better for him. I actually wanted to play bishop c5 instead of d6. Oh well. That's odd. What is this guy doing? What are you doing? It's moving the same piece over and over and over again. Very odd. Does have a pretty good control over the center, which is a bit unfortunate. I can probably get away with this, right? So that seems to have worked out decently. I'm down a lot on the clock, which is unfortunate. So I really need to hurry this up here. After all this nonsense, wow, I'm still in a big pickle. This is definitely not good. Oh, brother. I should have probably done the other one. So I need to do something with this. Yeah, it's just not gonna quite work here. Let's see. Yeah, wow, that one really got away from us. We should have done... Well, first of all, I wanted to play bishop c5 instead of d6. I think that would have been a little bit more aggressive. And then, yeah, I think we're doing quite alright here, as long as we don't do something silly like rook f8. We need to do maybe just something simple, like king b8. Alright, but let's continue. Instead of playing the Albin counter gambit, but not really. Interesting. Okay. That's odd. I'm still moving pretty slow, so that's not good. But we'll see how it goes. We are pretty close. We just need to get one more square in, and this is going to be hard for him to stop. So that's pretty much it. It's pretty much the game right there. So it seemed like we're going to get more than maybe 5 games what I predicted, because this is just very fast paced. That's not the move that I wanted. That was kind of silly. Opponent's going to get a space advantage here, which is unfortunate. This is kind of silly. We're going to have to do some crazy things right back. Right back at you, buddy. This seems to be somewhat effective, at least. Okay, so my opponent's position is somewhat loose, but I am down a little bit of material. Just want to get here. He's threatening to trap my bishop, but I might have a checkmate. His king is not safe at all. Where does this guy belong? I control the square, so I should be okay here. How are you gonna guard this guy? Well, I'm gonna get your queen. So we got this pin here. This is getting ugly. I just need to move really fast. Okay. We'll take it. Was this the same guy? Did we just get revenge here? Okay. Has to be good because we win time. Sometimes like playing these closed type of games. Because I think people haven't really practiced playing these closed types of positions in King of the Hill. So it seems pretty like a pretty decent way to go about things. People just aren't ready for it. Okay. Here he comes. Still seems unsafe though. This can't be that safe. We're just gonna jam. Well, yeah, we're just gonna jam this guy in here. opponent should feel a little bit uncomfortable here. Okay, I can answer this threat. Doesn't seem like a huge problem. Whoa, what's going on here? Okay. So I wrote F8 as a threat, and he didn't answer it, and that's the game. Okay, this person wants to come quick. So let's just nab the queen, and we'll just control the center, make sure that they can't really do much. Okay. I'm just taking control of center squares. It's a pretty reasonable way to do things. And notice, if I don't capture this pawn, then he can't use that square. So that's actually a really important concept in King of the Hill. It's really nice, really useful. Okay. Interesting. Alright, we'll play King's English. Gain some space. Why not? So this would definitely not be appropriate in a normal game, but this is for sure not a normal game. What's he gonna hit me with? Gotta make some sort of move here. That was good. Good job, my friend. Putting a lot of pressure there, that's making me kind of uncomfortable. Just gonna come back, I'm just gonna, oops, and I dropped something, darn it. That was not what I wanted. It's going to be really difficult for me to get my king involved because, yeah, there's just no really easy path here. That was also a pretty darn good move. Alright, wow, that was pretty terrible. My opponent played some good moves though, so gotta give him credit. Had a good advantage here, and then I just squandered it by dropping a few pieces here. And also this was pretty aggressive. This is probably not quite safe, and especially g4. That was kind of silly. It just allowed him to get into some key squares here. So probably what needed to happen. I actually should have castled kingside, because even though it doesn't look very safe, he just doesn't have very much space on this side of the board. So it's probably a good idea to actually castle kingside here, for example. Castle kingside. How are you really going to attack here? You would have to sacrifice. I have lots of pieces guarding. It was silly to castle queenside where there's already an open file. And eventually my plan will be to play f5. And if you don't take this, then I'm going to be able to play f4. So this is going to sort of break open the center, and then I have a pathway to get my king to the center. So yeah, this was kind of silly, going for the castle queenside, and that cost us. It looks like there's not enough time to finish another game, or at least somebody can wait if they get down because they have a full minute. So we'll call that enough for today, but I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, then please drop a like, and if you aren't subscribed already, then please consider doing so, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. So long for now.